Fall is officially here, even though the temperature may not feel that way. And this time of year often points to concerns about the stock market. In this morning's U.S. Bank Economic 360, U.S. Bank's Senior Vice President Mike Denneman joins Business Courier editor Rob Dawmeyer in the studio to talk about the potential for a September swoon. Mike and Rob.
Thanks very much, Mike. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
So a September swoon does not sound like a great thing.
No.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, no, not what you would necessarily want. So, yeah, the concept of a September swoon is just, recognition that the market starts to run into some seasonal headwinds once we get into autumn. Contrast that to summer, which is typically pretty quiet for the markets. Fall, on the other hand, a little bit more problematic. October has the reputation of being this scary month for the markets. In reality, it's actually September. That's probably the worst month of the year for market statistically. It actually has historically a negative return for the month, a loss, and so that loss is the swoon. Not at all uncommon to have a bad September, and so naturally, hey, summer's over. We're into September now, and so that can give the investors a little bit of concern.
But we're in the thick of September right now, and things are rather calm. Should we take some solace in that?
Yeah, well, you're right on that count too, that things have gone pretty smoothly so far this year for the markets. I mentioned just a moment ago, summer, typically a pretty uneventful time for the market. That's exactly what we had this year. Right. The market just kind of sailing along. We talked a few weeks ago on this program about the lack of volatility out there right now, how volatility is at its lowest levels in many years. So it does seem like the market's just kind of on cruise control. But then there's some unease that starts to creep in on the margin. The market has gone in only one direction for a long while now, and that's up. Yeah. And so are we overdue for a correction? The market's done a remarkable job this year of pretty much ignoring any bad news that's come along. How long can the market keep doing that? And so it's these types of things that start to worry investors. It's almost as if maybe waiting for the other shoe to drop.
So maybe be a little bit more specific. What should we be on the lookout for as investors?
Yeah, well, take your pick. There's so much out there right now. I think at the forefront of everybody's mind are geopolitical issues. North Korea at the top of that list. Naturally, worries about terror find their way in there as well. Here in the U.S., we've got concerns. Big storms hitting us in succession. That's going to have an impact on the economy. Naturally, Washington always concerned too. Most recently, it's been this debt ceiling debate. For good reason. In past years, that's tripped up the market. And so, again, there's a lot out there. The market has, to this point, done a pretty good job of ignoring all that bad news. But again, can it do that indefinitely? Who knows? So, it is September. Again, maybe we should be expecting that stereotypical swoon.
It's good. It's good information, but it is just remarkable to me how smooth the market has been with just that litany that you just ran through. You'd think it would have had a bigger effect. We'll see what happens for the remainder of the year.
We will.
But thanks for the information. Yep. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.